Hey YouTube, today we're going to restore this stoplight. Stick with me. Welcome to my life. All right, so some people are going to say, what do you need a stoplight for? And the answer is, I don't know. I just thought it was cool. So I seen this on Craigslist. I've seen a couple on Craigslist. Yeah, it's a stoplight. So I thought it would look cool on the garage wall or whatever, or I don't know. But we'll see. But I want to get her cleaned up. It's kind of rough. It's been painted before. I don't know if it's been painted by the transportation department or if it was just painted by the guy that had it before me or whatever. But I want to kind of sand her down a little bit, take the lenses out. I bought a circuit board for it, which I'll put the link in the description, but we'll get this wired in there. But it allows you to run the lights in a sequence of your choosing. It's pretty neat, you know. I'll show you that as we go. But yeah, and then I need to get some of the paint off the lens and probably buff them out. I don't know how well they'll buff out, but we'll try buffing those out, wax them up, just to get some of the tarnish off. And then I'll probably get some LED bulbs or something to go inside of them so they're not pulling as many amps. And we'll wire it up and put it on the switch. So that's kind of the project at hand. Why do I have a stoplight? Because I wanted a stoplight. I think it's cool. All right, let's get to work. So have you ever wanted to see the inside of a stoplight? Nothing to it. Nothing to it. I don't know what these brackets for. Interesting. Guess they probably go in the top here. I'm gonna take this big old bolt off. I may leave it on there to hold on to while I spray it. Kraus and what does that say? Kraus Heinz, Syracuse, New York, USA. Red, amber, green. So, pretty simple wiring. I mean, there's nothing to these really. Seals can kind of smashed in there wrong. You need some gummy fledge. So for you people that have convertibles, you already know about this probably, but there's a stuff called gummy fledge. And I don't know, there's probably different brands or whatever. But you put this on your seals on a convertible, and it actually makes the rubber pliable again. So the rubber actually sucks it in. So it's really good on seals like this and stuff to bring them back to life. I guess it puts the essential oils back into the rubber, and you can do things, you can fix things like this, but for convertible tops, it puffs the seals back up, and then that keeps the convertible from leaking. So if you have a convertible and you're leaking, get you some gummy fledge. Man, these are tough. Guess they've been on there a while. And got a little bent down there on the end. Let's see what we can do to. Oh, it's bends pretty easy actually. All right, get these other lenses out of here. basically, there's not a lot to it. So, red, yellow, green, ground, or white. You could put a pole right through the center of the whole thing, but I'm not going to do that. I'm probably going to drill a couple holes on the back so that I can mount it to the wall. And I'll just screw it into the wall wherever I decide to put it. We're just gonna give this a generous coat of gummy pledge. It'll soak it all in, and especially on the two seals that are deformed, it'll kind of allow us to form them back, hopefully. Yeah, those are definitely scratches. They're not coming out. Whatever it is on there. There's something in here too. I don't know what that is. I think it's pretty good, except for that little spots on the front. Alright. This one's definitely got paint on it. Alright, all of them have little scratches in the top center, but they came out pretty nice. At least you can tell what color they are, and they're not covered in black overspray and gunk or whatever that was. Alright, so I think I'm gonna clean these up and then spray them and tape this box of the chrome parts of the box off and clean it up, and then we'll get to work on that. I think I'm gonna wash that with a hose first, though. I think actually that's pretty nasty, so it won't hurt anything as long as we dry it out good. All right, let's get to work. All right, so these have some crinkling on the paint. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it on the camera or not, but somebody painted it with, I don't know, I'm not sure what they painted it with, but it didn't stick very well. So I'm gonna give it a light sanding before I paint them, and then we'll spray them up and then get them hanging, let them dry. So thick. Get my sander. All right, so it's coming along. We got it pretty much cleaned up, but the front plates on these have that same crinkling. Again, I don't know if you can see that or not, but the paint is just crinkled up on it. I don't like that, so I'm going to sand her down. The back is fine. It's just this front plate, these doors. So I'll sand these doors down, and then I got to get to Lowe's and get some primer. I don't have any primer, so I'm going to get some primer, and then we'll primer them up, and then we'll start. Actually, yeah, we'll probably primer it, and then we'll drill the holes in the back, so there's holes back there already good to go, and then we'll start the wiring. And then after all that's done, then we'll paint it, so I don't scratch it up after I get done painting it. So we'll probably paint the hoods right away though, so they can start drying. But yeah, so I'm going to sand on this, and then I'll have to get to Lowe's, get some primer. All right, it's coming out pretty good though. I don't know how this video is going to do, but the light's coming out good. I think I just want to mount it straight to the wall. I don't know, I think this is metal. I don't know, we're going to try drilling through it, and then we can just bolt it right to a 2x4. Yeah, it's aluminum, so that's good. That was easy. All right, so this is the little kit I found. It comes from Gaelic Electronics, but basically you can get it on Amazon. I think it was 27 bucks or something. So we're going to install that right in here, I think. We'll have to neaten these wires up. I don't like them all sloppy like that, but yeah, I think we're going to mount it right here, and we'll just hook the wires. I don't know, we'll have to see. That might be awful close. We'll figure it out though. Might even have to put it on, that might not fit on the side. You might have to put it up here and run our wires up just so it's not all congested. I don't know. We'll see. Definitely figure it out. All right, so I've actually decided to take this little box out. And I'm going to put this control panel right there and run all my wires into here. Because the way this is set up is just positive and negative on each light. Goes through the board. So I'm going to do that and take this out, put this in, I think. And I'll just take those wires and go direct to this, and then we'll just have to get a cord. Okay, let's get busy. Little standoff feet. That'll be nice. All right. Let's start with green. Pretty good directions. All right, cool. So black, white. So now I just need to get a cord with the switch. It should be good to go. I'll put it up. Here's some, well, what we got going on now? Nope. Okay, that's just tangled between itself. Okay. Put somewhere right there. So tie these suckers together. Funny how little zip ties can make things look a whole lot nicer. Whoa, that's not good. Guess I forgot to screw that one down. Probably should do that. Maybe I went underneath it instead of over it. Well, better now than later. Oh, well, that was dumb. Now I put it over the line. Do. I mean, it'll work, but it won't look nice. Oh. The pad came off. I don't want that. No sticking yet, buddy. Alright, so that one and that one. Alright, I'm back. I made a trip to Lowe's. I got a little cord, and I decided to go with the toggle switch. I was going to go with the switch on the cord. Well, I thought, man, I could just put a toggle switch on the side of this, and I could just flip it on and off that way. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I want to keep it low, the toggle switch low, because it'll probably sit pretty high on the wall, and then I can just come up and switch it on and off right at the unit. So that's what I'm going to do. I think somewhere right there would be good. I'd much rather do it this way than go too big. Keep going, we're almost there. We're up to 15, 30 seconds. If anybody cares. And that's it, 15, 30 seconds. Yeah. 5 fried eggs, sausage. So I want to go that far. Get some electrical tape on this so it doesn't unravel on me. That's good. That'll just keep that cloth from unraveling. I don't know what we're going to use to need like a clamp or something to hold that in there. See what I can find. All right, so what I came up with is I'm going to put this in there. Let's put this washer on top just to hold it down. And then I'll just put this here and just kind of hold it down like that. That way it won't pull from we don't actually pull the cord out from electronics. I was looking for a little plastic bracket, but this will do the same thing. It'll hold it. It just keeps it from jerking out. I know a lot of people don't like these, but I like them just fine. I wouldn't use it on a car or a vehicle or a piece of equipment, but they do fine when they're just sitting in a box somewhere. All right. See, check to make sure it's gonna close, huh? Right, let's put it on there. So I should have done that already. It's not gonna close. No. All right, let me figure this out. Thought I had it figured out. So looks like that'll clear right there. Could have done my wiring a little better if I thought of that before I did it. Yeah, just still gonna be nice and neat. Get rid of this little thing here. Zip up these a little more. Don't need any rowdy wires out there. This should be the last one here. Pretty good. One there just because I got it out already. All right, I think that's going to be pretty cool. All right, let's get these covered up so the overspray doesn't get in here when I paint it. We'll probably tuck this cord up in there for now. Some of you are wondering if it should work, so let's see if it'll work. I can tell you the watts on it, that's weird. Traffic 1950L, 130 volts. Let's just put LED lights in it. It's amazing how far technology's come, isn't it? These are just 9 watts. I need to clean these mirrors out too before I put it back down. I'll probably just wax them. I got just enough bulbs. Hopefully I didn't get them backwards. There you go. Where'd he go? All right, so I put several coats on here. I still have some fisheye in a couple places where it's really hard to get on, and then I don't know, man, what's going on here. They just gooped it on, and it, but that stuff is just doesn't want to take paint. I mean, and this is primer, and I put thick coats on, you know, little by little, but thick coats on. So I'm gonna give that time to dry out, and then I'm just gonna sand the whole thing, and then probably re-primer it because, yeah, I don't know what that stuff is, but man, it does not want to take paint. So we'll work through it though, and we'll get her sanded down again, and then we'll reshoot it in black. But I don't want that. I don't want any fisheye in the black, you know, obviously, because I like it nice and glossy and smooth. So, yeah, I mean, all I can do right now is let it dry. I don't know what that stuff is. I mean, obviously that's why it was fisheyed before. Somebody tried to paint over it before, and it just crackled and whatever. So we'll do this and sand her and recoat her and and then we'll shoot it with the black after that, I guess. Yeah, a lot of work for a little light, but it'll be worth it in the end. Still coming out pretty cool. Alright, so this is coming out pretty good. I sanded it down. I put another coat on it. It's looking pretty good. I mean, it's going to have some rough spots, but for the majority, these came out really nice this time. No fish eyeing. The back is rough, but it's going to be rough. I mean, I could sit here and spend time sanding it down more, I guess, but I sanded it down some. It had runs in it in the original, whatever that is, paint or tar or whatever that is. I'm not sure what that stuff is, but I'm not too worried about it because it's going to screw against the wall, right? So you will see the sides a little bit and the front, but will be really nice. But I think that's going to be good. And now it's just a matter of letting that get good and dry, and then I'll put the coat of black on the front of it. All right, let's just let that dry, and I got some other work that I'm going to do for laid down the road, and then we'll come back to this. All right, see you in a second. But I'll let that dry, and then I'll put it up and I'll do the back. I'll probably do the little hood things too here real quick. Let them hang. That way I can all be dry while I'm working on the neighbor's house. All right, so let me do that. I got a bunch of work done for the neighbors, and now I'm going to get back on this stoplight. It's had plenty of time to dry, so I'm going to set it up and paint the back and let that get going. YouTube, so I brought this inside for the night. I sat outside most of the day. I put a few more coats on it, but I didn't want to bore you with me spraying black on black on black. But it came out pretty good. The front looks real nice. The back, the sides look okay. The hoods look great. So I got them over here to where it's drying. So we'll let that sit till tomorrow. And then I got a bunch of stuff to do for my dad tomorrow. He's getting a piece of equipment in, so I got to get that unloaded. So I'm taking my tractor up there with the forks on it to get his piece of equipment unloaded. And then when I get back, well, maybe I'll get back on this. Get these hoods back on and get her put back together. All right. I'll see you tomorrow, even though that'll be in 2 seconds. Good morning, YouTube. So it's been a couple days, actually. The stoplight's still sitting here, dried up nice, so looks really good. Alrighty. So I want to wax these things out though a little bit, just to clean them up some. I got this cleaner wax. So I'm going to do that real quick. I could do this a couple different ways. I could use Neverdull on it too, but it looks like it could be scratched up pretty easy. So we're just trying to get the junk out of it, you know? All right, we'll put the bulb in this one, close this one up, because this is the one that keeps making it flip over. All right. All right, so when we do this, we need to really make sure this one folds in there nice. In the right way. That's gonna be hard to get in there. Yeah, all right, I got it. Except that's not pushed down, but it really want to push on it, I suppose. Now this seal. All right. Well, plug her in and see what happens. Got our little switch. Works pretty good. All right, so what I've decided to do is mount it up here next to my door, but the stud's like off. There's one there, and there's one like over here. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to mount it to this board. I'll cut this board to fit behind it, the right size. I'll mount it to that board, and then that board will then allow me to put the screws, the mounting screws, where I need to put them. And then it'll just be mounted nice. That way it won't fall off the wall or somebody hits it or something and whatever. So let me get this cut up, and then we'll get it up. All right, that'll get her. I'm gonna have to take the covers off, the bottom two, so I can open the doors, so I can screw it in the wall, and then I'll have to put the covers back on up there, which is gonna be really tough, but we'll see what choice I got if I want to put it there. Oh, man, that's always something in it. All right, so let's get these covers back off. And get it up there, I guess. I don't know what else to do. One screw will hold it. I'll get it straight and level and all that stuff. Yeah, for the wipe to hold this.
moved.
Yeah, well, it's just hanging. So hopefully I get enough room that I can open this up. Yeah. We just gotta figure out what straight is and then screw this one in. There we go. Good job, man. So I guess the wife didn't mind it there because she didn't say anything when she held it up there. She's like focused on what she was doing. But yeah, I'll get this cord run under here somewhere or back through there somewhere so you can't see it. You know, get it tucked up nice and neat. But it's probably not going to be long enough. It's probably going to be just shy of where I want it to be, but we'll see. Oh, yeah, I know it'll work. Okay. Yeah, that's kind of the plan there. I'll get some little stick-on plastic tabs there for it. But. All right, that's pretty cool. I mean, who doesn't need that in their garage? All right, YouTube, so that was kind of a fun, cool project. I appreciate you joining me on that. It's just a neat thing. I've always wanted a traffic light since I was a kid. Don't know why. Don't need it. Looks cool to me, though. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, anyway, a lot of fun. See you next week. Hey, YouTube, don't forget to like and subscribe. One. Ready?
That's cool.
You know you're not on camera.
It still looks cool.
Water system sucks. Light, good.